Over here in the red, we have
Cezanne.
So we have to recover from that crushing defeat in that previous game. Now to our blue player, our Terran player who won that previous game. Solid since the beta.
Ensnare.
Ensnare, of course, naming himself after the StarCraft 1 spell hardly ever seen from the Queen.
Is that actually what he named himself after?
Yeah. I didn't ask him that, but I know that.
Oh, okay.
Give me a break. Of course that's what he named it after.
Oh, okay.
You crazy guy.
It's funny because he's a Terran in this game, not a Zerg.
That's fine.
I see.
That's fine. This is Korea. The IDs don't normally match with the race.
That's
We have Toss Girl who
That is
actually
a good
plays
point.
Terran. So, yeah.
very good point, Aces. You're quite right.
And here comes the Overlord. Going to cool off his underbelly under that fan.
He's got to be careful not to get sucked into there, though.
No, you don't want to get. That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that would be if it was going the other way. If it was blowing at him, he would be able to cool off.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't major in fan knowledge.
Fan knowledge?
I
No.
don't even know
I
what they
guess
call
no,
it.
Artosis, I guess you don't major in that. Okay, so he's going to see right away. He's saying, wait a minute, where's the barracks? Now, if you can just get a glimpse of that down there. He does see the gas, though.
An important thing to see, indeed.
Yeah,
Seeing
absolutely.
the gas tells you a lot of things. Oh, okay, it's not 2 barracks for sure. Can't tell exactly how fast they're going to go for an expansion, but it gives you some hints. Some very important hints.
Insta-Tech Lab.
I like this on this map. If it's the Reaper Rush, you know, you can actually use Reapers on a map like this where they're almost always going to go for hatchery first. And slow Zerglings, obviously, slow Reapers are going to be able to out-micro them. So there we go, Reaper being made immediately. And will he make multiple Reapers? That is the question, Tasteless, of course.
Yeah, that is the question, for sure. And no, we don't really see Reaper openings as much anymore, since the Reaper wasn't really getting nerfed, but it was just impossible to get the Reaper too soon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is going to be something Cezanne has that much experience against, even against his own teammate. This may be one of the strategies. It's a little bit dusty, pulled out of the basement or the attic or whatever of his mind, and basically said, all right, let's give this thing a whirl. I'm playing against somebody who is the captain of my team. Do you like my beautiful metaphor there?
Yes.
Pulling out of the attic of his mind.
That is very good, Tasteless. Thank you.
Poetry.
Poetry. Tasteless. Now a bunker trying to go up behind.
And this is where it's going to get difficult here for the Zerg.
Yeah,
because this SCV should end up moving right about now. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be...
Oops.
Yes.
Well, if it had turned around, that would have been a lot
Yeah,
better.
I thought I was going to slide through the barracks right around then.
But speed has just started. A lot of Zerglings being forced by just making a Reaper. There is a second Reaper being made and a command center. But that is it, just 2 Reapers. And when the Reapers join up, obviously, that is going to be a much harder thing for the Zerglings to deal with.
Well, every time you engage the Reapers, you better be damn sure of yourself, because those Reapers are going to kill those Lings so fast, as you can see here.
Yeah. Going back to the Queen and the Creep.
If you noticed, Ensnare doesn't really waste any time with the Reapers. We see some people try to harass the Queen, like we just now saw there. He doesn't do a lot of that. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, he's trying to see what he can actually kill. But
we're gonna
Cezanne
see
doing a good job here. You know, speed is on the way.
He's actually going to do a stim timing attack.
You may indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's got
Aces.
stim and 2 racks. Sorry, Toast, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. But now finally getting some drones.
Very nice.
Good job with those. 4 kills on one, 1 on the other. Quite annoying. Cezanne is making a ton of drones and getting his Zergling speed up. And when that speed is up, obviously the slow Reapers not going to be able to do very much.
So, here we go. The Reaper's on the move out now.
Speedlings are out, so goodbye, Reapers.
Now, of course, the Reapers are a transitional thing. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Look at that.
Beautiful,
Look at that.
Beautiful micro. Getting away from those Zerglings, taking them all out except for 1. Almost uses the gas to kill them off.
You can see what Cezanne was trying to do there. Just throw, catch him as he was moving through the smoke. Damn, that was some good Reaper.
Yeah, that was
micro.
really nice. I thought that they'd dive, all of them dive very quickly there. But anyways,
He
Cezanne-
wants him to keep making Zerglings here.
yeah.
And then because the Stim Rush is going to be so easy to take on. Overlord sees it. Uh-oh.
But so far, Cezanne, if he starts Zerglings right now and he can hold this, he's going to be in good shape because he has 42 drones to just 28 SCVs. He made a ton of drones during that
He's
Reaper
only
rush.
just now making Banelings, a Baneling nest.
Yeah, is pumping out Zerglings, making the Baneling nest. Lair almost done.
You know what's great about this strategy? That he did, the Reapers can kill creep tumors that would allow the two bases to connect.
It's very
So
true.
there's no way to instantly get Spine Crawlers to defend.
There are right now a lot of Zerglings being made. Now, here's the thing. The other map, it was such a short distance. You would already been there a long time ago. Here, Cezanne has had some more time, so we'll have to see if he's going to actually have enough to take this out. Zerglings going in for the flank.
He just can't get surrounded. He got surrounded. It looks like the rush is going to fail here.
Certainly is.
But not without killing a ton of these Zerg units.
I think that, you know what, these two games, back-to-back, have really done a great job showing us why on very close positions, that is an amazing build, whereas on these very further positions on Scrap Station, the build going to be much less powerful. Imagine if that rush had been there by the time he was down to this third base area. Then Cezanne may have died to that, but Cezanne had the time to make Zerglings and hold that rush off.
Yeah, very true. Cezanne going to try to tear down these rocks. Now, there's not a lot of Terran units here that can deal with this. So this could get pretty bad.
Marauder going to do his best. Takes Marauder 4 shots to kill a Zergling now.
Yeah, Marauder's not good against Zerglings. Good against Banelings and Roaches, though.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on this, Artosis?
Well,
Lots of Banelings.
yeah, and the thing is, Ensnare's getting ready. Look at that extra barracks being made right there at the only weak point in the wall, which is the tech lab. So, I don't know if this is going to work out, Tasteless. He is making a lot of Banelings. He's going to have to rally up a lot more Speedlings, Tasteless.
I don't know if this is the correct way to handle this for Cezanne. It seems like Cezanne should just kind of take it easy and tech and expand.
Maybe, but it is a very high economy Baneling attack, so it is not going to be all in by any means. But he does definitely have to do some damage here. He has a lot of Banelings.
As Artosis might say, there are so many of them.
Indeed, I may.
Oh, so many.
Like
Yeah, he's going to know he has to back off.
Ooh, this is an interesting decision. Almost never do we see anything like this, Tasteless, where
I
you're
think
like,
it's smart.
most of the time you'll see this, he'll be like, well, I have these, I have to go. I have to see if this is going to work. I'll never forgive myself if I don't. Well, he's going home, and that's the right choice because these two medevacs full of Marines would be a deadly drop without all his units. Just dropping them right on the Zerglings.
That's pretty gutsy, actually.
Yeah. Marines are like, seriously? As they get kicked out of the dropship.
Whoa!
And
You know what you might want to do right now? You might want to take the Marine, the medevac, and start dropping a Marauder or Marines onto Banelings.
well, there are mutos out.
Oh, no, he wouldn't want to do that. I'm sorry. I'd take it back.
It's okay.
I thought I was good. I'm not good.
You're good.
No.
I promise.
Stop. So he's just kind of keep these in the back here. Might be better for him to actually go home.
Yeah, unless he wants to take his third base up there. And never mind. The muto's just going to completely own those Marines up.
And I think he's realized, wait a minute, if there are all these Marines over there, I might as well check the main. See if he actually has anything over there.
You know, a great map for mutilous harassment. And a second factory being made for Ensnare.
He might do a two-base push.
Yeah,
through
I
the
think he might
bridge
do it.
in the center.
Two base right through the center, as you're saying, Tasteless. That is a great move on this map. Of course, you can play it as a macro map, or you can hit timing pushes through the center in Terran Berserk. Up to you. And Cezanne is taking, as you see, that gold base. Unfortunately for him, the Marines know Tasteless. Zerglings are on the way, but I don't think enough to actually take these out. They do have +1 attack.
Very nice.
Slowing down the third base, one of the most important things you can ever do in a Terran Berserk.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep the Zerg two-base against your two-base, you're pretty much going to win. Zerg always have to be ahead at least one expansion, sometimes two.
Absolutely. Now, Ensnare, looking so solid. He does have 2 engineering bays going, 2 factory siege tanks pumping out a ton of Marines, has some medevacs as well. And Cezanne is going to have to kill off all those units, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Because this push is going to be so deadly.
It's going to be pretty scary.
Oh, can he take out the medevac? No. New third base area.
Most common location to take. Burrow on the way.
Cezanne doing a great job macroing. He does have 54 drones, but 63 Ensnare SCVs.
My feeling is that if you're against Terran who's going to two-base pretty hardcore and you know it, I think burrowed banelings are the way to go.
Yeah.
I don't think they have enough gas to support a Raven.
And
usually.
also, when you're two-basing, you use all your mules to get more and more units quicker.
Yeah.
For a quicker timing push. So yeah, absolutely. Burrowed banelings can be so amazing.
Just spread them out, yeah.
Ensnare, a great macro Terran, has started his third command center. So he is not planning just some sort of all-in attack baseless. Looks like he may set up a nice position here.
That would really pressure the Zerg to tear down the rocks instead of making the Terran do it.
Yeah. And Burrow just finishing up. +2 melee attack for Zerg. Just finishing up. And Baneling speed about halfway done. Cezanne making a ton of Zerglings. Taking a fourth base as well down at the gold.
You know what? I think this is... Oh, hold that thought. We got the rocks being destroyed here. And it's Cezanne going to go over the next one. He is. And you can see Ensnare is instantly going to have to turn around here.
But, well, yeah, he is in fact going to go up there and defend that.
Very nice. Note the creep the Zerg is spread over the island. That's so that no command center can land there until that Overlord's relocated.
Yep. And Ensnare a little push.
Whoa!
Cezanne with a ton of Zerglings pushing him back.
Uh-oh.
The Banelings hit the siege tanks. The Muta's going over the Marines, but he has so many Zerglings tasteless.
Oh my God.
Ensnare,
really?
Like he's being taken out.
Ensnare driven all the way back home. There are just too many Mutalisks.
More Marines and Medevacs. Ensnare looks like he may barely hold this, but losing his siege tanks as well.
I don't know. I think Cezanne's got this.
Yeah, Cezanne looking very good. No doubt about that.
Command center was on the way. I don't think that's going to be the game plan anymore. I think we could see a third game here if Ensnare can't get his extra base up. Very nice. Taking out the medevacs. That's huge.
Yeah, those are very expensive tasteless. Losing those is not what you want to do.
Hope he has insurance on those medevacs.
Doesn't cover Mutalist tasteless.
Marines continuing to chase him out. Well, he's got the gold base now too. Cezanne.
Yeah.
Talk about bouncing back.
He is up to 73 drones against 59 SCVs and 140 supply against 114 of Ensnare.
Yeah.
Ensnare not dead yet though, tasteless.
Oh, he's taken out. Note this expansion almost mined out.
Yeah, there's a lot of mules there.
Now, that means that any damage he does for the time being is just going to be slowing the turn down tremendously since he's really not mining that many resources. Finally, those SCVs get down there. Baneling's on the way. Cezanne, it looks like he should have this. Let's see, though. Let's see if Ensnare can survive the next minute or two here.
The next minute or two are going to be absolutely crucial. He has to set up that third base, has to start refilling his siege tank count, and has to live through all the Mutalist harassment, which is occurring all over the map.
Yeah.
And those are going to be very hard things to do because he's already lost a lot of units. But Ensnare is solid tasteless.
Yeah, Ensnare is solid. Ensnare can sit on two bases and try to poke the gold base and the other mineral-only base that he's close to.
Yeah. He really needs to make his new third base into the center of the map.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
I don't know if that was actually worth it for him to engage like that with the Mutalisks. I mean, he's going to win that fight, but you're losing.
You're quite right, tasteless. I mean, when you engage with Mutas, you have to crush the other army.
And look, that triggered Terran to try to push out. Oh, wait.
He's got to be very careful, not unsieging all his tanks at once like that again.
Never again. Stop that. Oh, he's going to do it.
He's going to do it again.
Listen to us.
No, he's not listening to us at all, tasteless. It's very greedy.
You can see scans for any burrowed banelings. There are none.
Also gets creep tumors.
Yep, gets creep tumors as well.
Always a good thing.
That is correct.
Very good upgrades for Ensnare. He's got +3 attack to Marines and +2 armor. +1 attack to his siege tanks as well. The Mutas, though, stopping any reinforcements. That has got to be so annoying for Ensnare.
Oh, yeah. Layer coming now.
And he's going to go for it.
Excuse me. He's going for it, indeed.
I'm not
sure.
Baneling kills.
Now, was that all of his Marines? I believe there were
At the
more.
same time, Ensnare is hitting the gold base.
Oh, the gold expansion. If we could, we'll get a shot of that for you guys in a minute. The gold expansion is actually
He's under
attack here.
Muta's going to come back with some Zerglings to clean this up. It looks like Ensnare should be able to. Well, no, I mean,
Cezanne should be able to win
clean
this.
him up from here. He did take out a lot of Banelings with those tanks, which is great. But Cezanne really pulling away. He's got 163 supply against 104. He's got the 4 bases against the 3. And there's not a whole lot Ensnare's going to be able to do. What he's going to want to do is turtle completely 100%. In fact, he is making another command center right now.
That's smart.
But
look, Cezanne's reacting perfectly. He's going to go for Broodlords.
It's the only thing my opponent can do. Turtle? Okay, I'll get Broodlords.
Basically like getting carriers in a Terran versus Protoss in StarCraft 1. Same mindset.
A lot of missile turrets being made. A lot of siege tanks being made. Basically wants to hold off the mutas with a lot of missile turrets and Marines and use the siege tanks to hold everything else. Very smart ideas, but the thing is, Broodlord's going to break through all of that.
Well, Terran is going to have to kill one of these bases, like, now. And I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Zerg on a gold can easily produce a ground army and make Broodlords at the same time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gases, even taking a fifth base right now.
Probably shouldn't have gone there.
Decides not to attack in there. Smart move. Really, man, these Broodlords are going to be brutal.
They're going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I don't know if Ensnare should be doing this.
Even Infestors out there. It's a cute idea. Too many Mutalisks on the map.
Yeah, I was about to say, this would work if this was like early game and he had taken that for some reason.
Broodlord's not going to care about those either. Dropping a lot of Marines up there.
Well, I think he's basically saying, all right, I either do this or give up.
Yeah.
And the Broodlords are on the way.
I mean, it's a good idea. It is a great thing to try. If he was staying on just layer tech, Cezanne, then this would be a very good strategy. Unfortunately, Cezanne has just gotten too far ahead in all these attacks.
You know what Ensnare was trying to do? He was trying to do sort of what he did in Hydra's, the game against Hydra, where he turtled hardcore, like hardcore turtling.
Yeah.
And just kind of waited it out, but it's not going to work. It's going to look the same way, in fact, that he lost to Hydra with mass Broodlords.
Down goes the Thor instantly to these Broodlords. They do have +2 attack. And of course, the Broodlings are all 2/2 as well. Attacking in, deciding, oh, maybe not. Let the Broodlords take care of this.
He actually ran behind the planetary.
Should be unsieging his tanks, most likely. They are sniping a few Infestors. But as you see, as Broodlings start attacking Marines, the siege tanks deal a lot of damage to them.
Yeah, certainly did.
Ensnare doing a great job of trying to come back here. He is up to 147 supply against 178, closing the gap, but the Broodlords are just being so cost-effective right now.
Well, it's really tough for Marines to engage Broodlords, that's for sure.
Yes.
Now, if he gets Vikings, he can sit back where the planetary is and turrets. He might be able to shoot them down. They have much more range than Mutalisks do.
Through that.
Gets one Broodlord. Could get a second Broodlord. He will!
Needs to kill these last two so badly. Ensnare, man, he might make an epic comeback here.
Dude.
This is actually phenomenal play by Ensnare.
Man. My God.
He does have his other base. Look at that. Set up with a mule and an SCV. This is actually getting a little bit wild. Tasteless supplies 137 to 187.
Zerg's going for ultras.
Good tech switch. He's forced some Vikings.
Yep.
How many Vikings will be made? Actually, he's not making any more Vikings.
That is so funny because that's the first time we've ever seen that's actually dealt with Broodlords with Medic Marine or Medevac Marine. We're in
Yeah,
circuit
just
2.
use a couple
Hold on, I
of
thought we have a
weapons.
drop coming up here.
Oh, very nice drop. You know, it's a kind of an immobile army for Ensnare right now. This is going to really harass him quite badly, these Zerglings.
Probably should have had a sensor tower there. Something to spot for that.
And here they come. The Zerglings are loose, Tasteless.
Pretty cheap drop here from our Zerg. But
Really doesn't cost him
cost-effective.
anything to
Yeah,
do that.
Basically, it was maxed out anyways. He's like, all right, well, I'll just drop over here.
And now we're going to have an attack on Ensnare's third base. This is going to be a hard one. There's a lot of siege tanks in there. Good number of Marines. Here come the Banelings. And it looks like
they're trying to go to the
Cezanne,
planetary fortress and failing.
very sloppy of Cezanne here. At the same time, the drop is cleared up. And
He lost to the Mutalisk. This might be a great time to actually
Tasteless.
drop the Zerg's main.
Yeah. I don't know. This is actually getting a little bit wild. Ensnare absolutely crushed that one attack. I'm actually surprised that Cezanne decided to take all those units and attack right there.
I'm surprised he was okay target firing the planetary as well.
Like he did want to take it out quite badly, but it was just such a good defensive formation. Had a lot of siege tanks behind. They did sick damage to all the Ultralisks and Banelings. In fact, some of these have 36 kills, 26 kills.
Now the gold base is almost mined out,
Yeah.
so Zerg can't keep making mistakes like this.
No, indeed not. A lot of Banelings still being made.
Look, he's got
I don't know, man.
Broodlords and Banelings with him, so if the Marines try to get under him, he just drops the Banelings onto him.
Very good choice. Notice back away the tanks, realizing this is not a good situation. He's going to have to make some more Vikings. He has started some.
He needs to repair that Thor. SCVs are on the way trying to do that. Looks like he might dart up there. Here come the Banelings.
Oh, this is such a cool cat and mouse game Cezanne has going on with those Banelings and the Overlords. Realizing Ensnare very smartly dealing with the Broodlords, with the Marines.
I believe he's repaired the Thor.
I think he's waiting right now, Tasteless, for a few Vikings to pop out.
Very nice. He's got to run back now. All right, this is some unbelievably impressive stuff we've seen here.
Planetary might go
Planetary's
down.
going down.
And it looks like it is. The Planetary is destroyed. And that is going to be very bad for Ensnare. He's going to have a hard time holding on from here. The Broodlord's moving in even more.
Now that there's, basically no planetary there, he can fly in there with everything else he has. The Zerglings, the Ultralisks, everything. And I think finally we're going to see a win here from Cezanne. At this exact moment, he mines out his gold base.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
There's nothing left over for poor Ensnare. He's down
GG.
to 47 supply. GG. It is tied up, Tasteless.
Time to go to our third game. I can't
1-1.
wait.
Blistering Sands. This is pretty exciting.
That was an awesome game we saw. That's one thing about the planetary fortress is that there's a point in time where you actually just cannot attack a Terran.
Yeah.
Because the planetary fortress could take so much damage, can be repaired so easily, does so much damage as it is. And that's what Ensnare was banking on. And it almost won him the game. I mean, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, that was the beginning of an absolutely amazing comeback.
Yeah.
But the reemergence of Broodlords really did a lot. There were no Vikings out because obviously he had seen Ultras, so that was like a tech switch into Ultras. Then he lost them all with an attack that really wasn't that good, and then tech switched back into Broodlords. Good choice. No Vikings were out there. He had a lot of defenses. If Vikings came, he had some Mutalisks. If Marines ran up, he had the Banelings.
You know what's funny is he didn't go for Vikings the first time around. He actually just was like,
he had
no,
like
I'm just going
two
to take this
Vikings
on
maybe.
with.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just going to go Medic Marine basically, win that way.
Yeah. You got to be careful when you invest a lot in Vikings, man, because those.
Well, they're just not actually good against anything ground related, even though they can land. Maybe if there's an island or something.
Yeah,
and you land there, kill the Nidus worm or something. Maybe we'll see some island maps in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
So that'd be
interesting.
They're good at holding up those Broodlords, but of course you could tech switch then into Ultralisks. Vikings not so good against those. The countdown's begun. Who's going to get through? We have no idea. Let's get ready. This is the GSL.